I'm Iris, I've come from Leeds today, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm 21. I slowly came out, so I was always quite androgynous since I was a teenager, so it's more going along the scale rather than switching the binary. Rather, the first people I told were my best friends and the people around me. It was a bit later when I told my family. So what settled it for me is when I told my friends, there was really no reaction at all. It was very much like, okay, yeah, that was going to happen. It's just now's the time that it's happening. So I was living in London at this point, and a lot of my trans sisters down there use GenderGP. And for me, it was the one that I knew about, the one that was most accessible. And so it's really because of my friends were on it. I would say that everyone I've spoken to from GenderGP has always been really supportive and a really lovely person. Every time I've had a meeting, or like my initial meeting, it was way less stressful than I imagined. And all my follow-up sessions, they've just been like quite nice conversations with people. One of them wasn't even about any trans stuff really. Like we got through that in like 5 minutes, and then we spoke about music for 15 minutes, and it was really nice that people see you then more than just being a trans person. Like next one, there has been some administration issues, and I had a lot of issues last year with the website where I couldn't get in contact with anyone and I couldn't get my hormones for a bit. But I've seen the website has changed a lot, and my last prescription went through really smoothly. And the main thing is that people are nice. I haven't had a bad experience with anyone. Because I started on estrogen and Serenel as well. I think I was quite stressed because I was like, I've got a lecture that I've got to miss. I've got to be in for this parcel. I've got to be there. And it was a bit surreal getting like a box like this that has like 3 or 4 months worth of hormones in. And it's kind of a bit shocking that it's actually, in your hands, out of nowhere. So. I found it was quicker than I thought it would be. I prepped myself because I've heard so many mixed opinions. I've been like, it might be 6 months and I might not feel anything, or it might be a week and I'll feel something. I found for me it was around 3 or 4 weeks that I had physical and emotional changes. That's been really nice. Is before I transitioned, it's all I could think about. Being trans was the only thing on my mind, and that's so tiring to sit there and you go out the house and all you're thinking about is gender, and that is so pervasive, right? And really you just want to live like as a person. And what I've found great is my friends just treat me like a woman because that's how people see me, and I just don't have to walk around being like, gender, I'm trans. I'm just like, I'm just me. I think if people won't stick by you in this decision, either they're not people you really want to be associated with, or you'd be really surprised, honestly. Some people might find it really difficult. I know people whose parents were not very supportive at all, and then a few years on are really, really supportive, and their relationships are better now than before they transitioned. If you're not happy as a person, I'm not sure how you can have like a full relationship with someone. Surely that's going to affect your relationships with your parents and your friends way more than if you're happy. It's been good. Honestly, the scene is quite male dominated anyway, so the only issues that come from it is the issue of being a woman, and there hasn't really been anything charged with being trans, but there is that solidarity between fellow trans people within that music scene, or within any kind of art scene, meeting another trans woman who does it, you both have that shared experience, right? I was attracted to men, and at that point I was presented as a boy, but I definitely wasn't gay. And I was in relationships and it felt really wrong, and I couldn't really commit to these relationships, and the people around me couldn't really commit to me because I just wasn't very comfortable in myself. And then when I transitioned, first of all, I'm a lesbian, which is a bit of a gear change. But I've actually had really good relationships since coming out as trans because, you know, I'm a lesbian, and I'm happy to say that resonates with me. And those are the kind of relationships that I've had. And I've had a really, really good relationship in the past 2 years. I'm not in it now, but we're very, very close. And, you know, we're best friends. And it's not something I really worry about because I'm happy in myself and I'm comfortable with who I like way more than before I transitioned.